will buy.
Okay.
Put in the message saying that class started.
Yeah, text.
All right.
Yes, sir. I texted him. He will be joining.
Okay, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Hmm.
Okay, Ramesh is also joining. Mm. Hi, Ramesh. Good morning.
Good morning.
Share my screen. Like, so we covered this one yesterday and day before yesterday's and all. This XSLT and Groovy we covered.
Okay.
Could you please go through these recordings, right?
Okay.
So it is not the end of the Groovy and XSLTs. So, so, so the plan is to go with the success factor integration from today onwards. Due to some user issue, we cannot able to access the success factor. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, so from next time onwards, when Mahesh are given some other users to us, so that we can use that user to get the data, pods. So how to write compound implies OData APIs, that and all we will cover during that time. So today I need to thinking about like what exactly the topic that I need to discuss. Okay. Uh, 1 minute now. So I will go with the mapping because so so today class will be very simple only. Um, so whenever I'm teaching you people, right, I will practice the topic first, whether it is working fine in our tenant or not. That I will check first before attempting anything to you. But here, right, today, so it's a suppose, okay, we'll go with this topic. Uh, Value mapping. What is this two in our CA? That we will check. Open this interface. So both we will do in message mapping only, but how we can do that, that we will check. Mm,
Ahmed, Mahesh sir texted in group.
okay, 1 minute, I'm checking. This start message only, right? How to open SF? 1 minute, no? So, SF01 I'm using, 03 and 04 is also there. Mm, okay, John, like don't want to confuse you people here. If I go into this system, right? Okay, we'll cover this topic today. Okay, so I will be off like Thursday and Friday, like I will go into the office. Okay, from Saturday, right, we will start success factor integration very clear so that we will be in one single place.
Okay.
Is that okay? Shall we proceed with success factors now itself? So better we go in a sequence order. Today I will cover this one.
Okay.
Okay. Mm. Have you tried these fixed values or value mappings? So uh, in CI, so
I think no, it's a lookup like kind of thing, right? Functionality.
yeah, so on high level, right? I will explain what is value mapping exactly. Um, okay. So consider in real time. So we will be getting the this one company territory. Okay, USA. I will take this as an example. Okay, whenever you are getting an USA from the data, okay, input, but out in the output we want, okay. So for IND also India, likewise, we need to print a full form of that. Okay, that we can achieve in by sending some constants and all. Some if condition we had handled in our message mapping, right? If you remember. So if this condition satisfied, we are printing one thing. If it is doesn't satisfy, once some constant we send it. Earlier we tried that one. But this company territory code, which is nothing but the national code of each country, right? We will be having at least so 200, right? So consider our organization, this success factor system is handling 10 different company employees data. In future, some more data will come out. So it's not only for the company field, it's for the rest of the any of the field. Okay. So consider for the division, they might have thousands, hundreds of division into their system. For each division, they want the description. Okay. So during that time, we cannot hard code everything in a mapping and all. So it will be very difficult to write the logics also. Okay, that we cannot do in the simple mapping and all. So that one-to-one constants and all we cannot send. So instead of that, we can create a value mapping. So what we will do now? So so this code and this code we will be giving in the value mapping whenever it is coming from the input. So we will automatically populating this as an output. Okay. So it is simple like whenever you are getting this USA in the from the code from the input, you want to print this as an output. It's not for only one country. There you are getting multiple countries for multiple company codes and all you need to get from the client and what is the respective value that we need to print. That also we need to get it from them only. That codes we need to update into our CA system. So where exactly we need to update, how to use that value mapping is today's class. Okay. But today, what I will do. So I will take some employees so that Saturday, Sundays you are available, right? So I might take some more time, like
Yes, I'm available.
okay, so 8 employees I have. So I will concentrate on this one, company territory code. For now, so this is USA. So I don't want any USA again. I will print AUS. Okay, this is AUS. This is okay. Two USs. Again AUS I will print. Yes. For A, I will print for this employee. For A, CAM, Canada. Mexico. CHM. Okay. These many codes I have given, I will provide this as an input to my interface. Timer, content modifier, so message mapping I need to use. So in the message mapping only, we will using the value mapping on top. Fixed values and value mapping that we will see here. So I want source XST and target XST. Submitted. Compound employee source XST. Yeah, I have one thing I will have use that one. From name I have given. I'm creating that one. This my compound employee structure I am uploading. Okay, something I already have that I will upload. Target also I will upload. So from compound employee, so I will print this person. First node external as employee ID. Some only few fields I will print. Okay, and personal information is not there. Email address I will print. I'm printing only three fields and company territory code, which is available under job information here only. And, do we have any field or company? Okay. So on the country, I will print company territory code. Okay. I will just click on OK. I will save this one. So I just want to see the output of that employee, those employees, so that we will run the interface. So we haven't applied any logic still now. We just implemented the message mapping. That's it. How to use fixed values in the message mapping and how to use the value mapping in the message mapping, that we will see today. So we'll see the output of this one. Why I am not getting? Okay, headers I haven't mapped. Sorry. It's component employee. This headers I forgot to connect. So I will copy this one and I will save this now. Yeah. How many we got? There are 8 employees. So one is belongs to few belongs to USA, Australia, France, Canada, Mexico, China. Okay. From interface, I will go into value mapping. So for country, I don't want to print whatever the data that is coming from the input. For USA, I want to print United States of America. For Australia, for US, Australia. Okay. For FRA, France, I need to print. Okay. That is the full form of that country I need to print. So you can go with some if conditions and all, but that is not suggestible. So there is an alternative way that we will be using today. Here, let's run fixed values. Here, if you are getting USA, right, want to print United another code is AUS. Area. One is version. If there are no other countries other than these two, I want to print it as India. We'll see how it behaves on that. The country is printing as United States of America. Wherever there is a USA from the input, we are printing it as full form of that. Okay, what we have entered in fixed values. in country, for you, Australia, AUS, Australia, we are printing. So for France, Canada, Mexico, China, that and all, we are not printing anything. So China also we printed it, CHN China. Okay, up to here you are clear, right? Just want to edit that one. This blank only, I guess it will print as. What are the keywords we have? France, Canada, Mexico. France, Canada, Mexico, we haven't updated. That is the reason we haven't received the full form of those one. Are you following or else any questions here?
No questions.
Okay, okay. It's simple only, but so there is a issue with this one. Okay, that I want to try to explain with. Okay. Consider you have implemented this logic. For now, they ask you to implement these three conditions only. Whenever USA is coming this value, Australia is coming this value, and China is coming this value. So you want to print this only. In future, so they have added two more countries. Likewise, we added in our system, right? So currently, whatever it is there from country, that is printing an as output that we have seen just now. So in real time, if you want to perform any simple change also, you need to go into the production system and need to edit the interface and apply the logic, right? And you need to test whether it is working fine or not. Generally, we should not do that one. Okay, what we can do is, instead of dealing with the interface, we can create our own value mappings on that. So that is out of this interface. In the interface, we won't handle that one, but the moment when you are creating the interface, right? So there is one another option called value mapping. So I will click on edit, go to add value mapping. Click on this one. So value mapping is SAPCI underscore country unit. Click on add. So open this one. So you can see the type as value mapping. There you click on edit. Yeah. So some name we need to provide. What I can do is, so this is country, right? Then the country A I will provide. A for agent. A means agency here. This is source side. Target side. Source side. Country identify. Country agency. Country identify. Okay. So let me see. Okay, we haven't created any values. So in the value mapping, I have created the identifiers that you can see in the value mapping. Now, if you didn't understand, also not a problem. So what are the exact values of this one that you can see here on the mapping that I will show you. Okay, here we are doing the exact value mappings on top. So I will click on add button. So for USA, whatever the logic that we have implemented, that we need to write here. United. Yeah. And second one is AUS, Australia. Another one is CHN, China. Nice. France. For now, I will go with this only and I will save this one. Okay. So I need, for sure, I need to deploy this one. In order to work this value mapping, okay, I need to deploy. Otherwise, it won't work. Okay. Don't forget to deploy. So this also we can check in our integration. We cancel this one. Whether it is in a starter state or not, that we need to check. That here only we can check whether it is in deploy state or not. This is okay. It is still starting. 1 minute. Now we'll wait for this one. It should be in a started state. So the only difference here is in the fixed value, sorry, in the fixed values. So we are using inside the mapping. So this value mapping also we will use inside the mapping only on the field level. The only difference here is consider if you got another extra country that you need to add in the logic, in the fixed values. You need to edit the interface and add the values here. Whereas in the value mapping, right, no need to edit. You will call the value mapping. So if there are any additional fields that is required, you won't edit the interface. What exactly you will do? No? You will edit this value mapping. You will add one more field here and apply this one. That's it. It will automatically fetch the data from this value mapping and update the record effectively. Okay. This is the one of the differences people may ask. What is the difference between value mapping and the fixed values? The fixed values is for interface level only. For this interface to this message mapping only, you can access this fixed values. You cannot call these fixed values into different mapping. So consider there is another mapping you are using in the existing interface. Okay. You cannot call these fixed values. Okay. Whereas this value mapping, right, you can use for any fields. For any field, you can use this value mapping. You are dealing with the fixed values, you need to apply the same logic again and again and again. Whereas this one value mapping, right? No need to do that much logic on that. So just call the value mapping and do the connection. That's it. This hard codes and all not required. It is not for only one interface. By fixed values for up to interface level only. Whereas value mapping, once you created any value mapping, right? You can use this value mapping in any of the interface. Hope you understood the difference, the major difference.
Yes.
Yeah. Just checking. Don't know why it is taking huge time. Okay, for now I'll try to use. We'll see what will happen. So I will delete this one. value mapping. See, these are the agencies that we have created, right? Yes, country A, source side. These are agency identifier. These are from the source side, and these are from the target side. That is the reason, as I mentioned, source agency, source country identifier, target country agency, target country identifier. I stands for identifier, A stands for agency. Here S stands for source side, T stands for target side. Okay, that is the name that I have given in order to understand this one. These are the country level mapping that we are giving, right? So that is what I will copy. Source agency I have copied. Source identifier I have copied, pasted. Target agency I have copied. Target identifier I have copied and paste. Here for now, I have given these values. Okay. And I will input is this one and my output is this one. I will check whether those are available. Everything is there. I will click on OK and save. $850. United States of America came up. Australia came up. For France came up. Canada we haven't updated in my value mapping. Yes. Canada I haven't updated. That is the reason it is not printing. Mexico also I haven't updated. China I updated. CHN stands for China. That also I updated. 4 countries I updated. For 4 countries, so I am printing the different values on them. Okay. So consider I have created one more interface. Okay. This is the only difference that you need to explain if the interviewer asks, okay. If you are putting any less than 2 years of experience only, they will ask, okay. During that time, okay, simple way. So I will open this Ruby script component employee API. Consider I am using one message mapping here. Okay, I can call this value mapping anywhere in my interface. Okay, since it is created out of the interface. Okay, fixed values I cannot call into this interface. That is what the only difference I want to explain you. You can call the value mapping in any of the interface and any of the position. Whereas you cannot call the fixed values. It is fixed only up to that to at mapping level only. And that too you cannot. So consider if you are creating another mapping, in order to use that fixed values into a different mapping, also that is not possible. You cannot copy paste also. So up to the mapping only you can copy paste of, you can do a copy paste of fixed values. Whereas if you want to use the same fixed values into a different message mapping in the same interface, you cannot do that. Whereas if you create the value mapping, right, you can call in any of the interface at any position in any message mapping. Okay. Please remember this one, it's very important. In real time, we won't get this much simple message mappings. So we will be getting hundreds of value mappings and all here. From source side, what is the value that they will send? They will send some codes here, like 100 US or something. For that code, there will be some description we need to send into the target system. That description also they will provide. This is so source and target functional team will provide to us. This is not at all our work. Okay. So only we need to update the source and value perfectly. That's it. The mapping we need to update correctly. So we see whether if my value mapping data is not there, if my code is not there, what is the default value it will print. Currently, for Mexico, I guess I haven't written anything. We'll deploy this one and see what it will be. My expectation was for Mexico, it should print ABCD as an output. Since Mexico value mapping we haven't added. So other than these four, if any country is coming up, I want to print some ABCD as an output. Mexico only it is coming. Maybe I will check this one. On failure, I want to print the default value. So earlier I taken the key, so I don't want to change this one. You can throw an exception also if the whatever the value mapping that you have created, the codes, if it is not coming, those codes, you can throw an exception as well. For now, I will go with the default value as ABCD. So instead of that, I will go with India. Even though if the employee belongs to Mexico, since that Mexico I haven't added in my value mapping, right? So for Mexico employee, in the output, we will see India as an output. See? So other than China, France, USA, Australia, whatever the country that they will send, we will printing them as of India. That is the default value that we have centered in the value map. You are clear with this one, right? What
Yes.
fixed values, what is value mapping? So how to create the value mapping and how to use the value mapping. So what is the difference between the value mapping and the fixed values? Uh, so that the default also we tried, which is working fine. Since we have some time thinking about what is a simple concept that I can explain you about. Filter join we covered, right? Multicast also we covered. The rest all is simple topics only. So in the message mapping also there is one more topic that I will cover later. Okay. It's not now. If
Node
I
context is something, node context in message
yes,
mapping,
yes,
you
yes,
said
yes.
to remember.
That is the one which I haven't explained. So it's required some better understanding. So I want to go with the success factor integration. During that time, we can explain that to you. Okay.
Okay.
So if you understood the real-time scenario, right?
That helps.
Like then only we can go through this one. So there are some node. I will open this one. Consider. Okay, I will open this one. See, so even though this I haven't explained you people, but you can understand this one. Okay, what compare will do. Input and output to this will compare and it will write the give the some outputs and index and equal to we try concat substring. So whatever the important thing that we have trend length, this and all we tried. So this and all you can understand you by yourself. So what is some average count? This and all you can understand, right? Like what sum will do. And this one date trans also getting the current date. So by using this also you can do this one, right? So what you cannot understand is this one, node functions. What what creative will do? Remove context, replace value, exist, get header. Okay, got it. Okay. Collapse context, use one as many, sort by key. What are all these? These are very important ones. Okay. To explain this concept, like it will take some time. So the plan is like to explain this one on any of the Sunday. So where I have huge time so that I can explain in a very clearly. So now I got it one simple topic I will cover today. So how to get the properties and headers into a message mapping. Some one header I will create here. Uh, Header name is h underscore. mm, what should we create? Any suggestions? Uh, any constant you require? SAP Okay, some token I have added. So in between token, what I will do now? So I will send this one. Inside it as my token. So into the property, I will create one property called p underscore sapci. Uh, Here I will print the value as uh, constant. Yeah. Some property I have created which are constants. So I want to use these properties and headers directly into my message mapping. I will copy this header and I will copy these property names. So I will go into the message mapping for random target field. I will connect. So I don't have exact names into the target field. So I will use only random fields. So no need to connect from the source system. So under title, so what I will do now? So under node functions, we have get property. The property name I have given. Yeah. It's not connecting. The property I have printing into a title. Additional key. Then where are we? And to header. So to the additional key, I am printing the header. Okay. I'm following the header. Node functions. Get header. The get property and the get header. So this we have seen in our Groovy script. So if you want to go with this message mapping, you can use this as well. So delete this one. So when I will save and come back and I'm unable to delete that connection. In success factor integration, again the text SLT, message mapping, Groovy script, everything will come again. Okay. It is not like end of message mapping or end of Groovy script or end of XSLP and all. Everything we will use again and again. This is so from now onwards, like once I have explained the success factor integration, if we haven't performed any task, so I won't go with some other classes on that. For sure, you need to come up with the task. Yeah, and the property, the success factor integration should print under header. This some value should be printed. I'm deploying the interface. So this is simple only, right? Just getting the header and property which is already stored. That is the reason, so thought of covering this one as well. 9.6 completed. That property names I have given and in the constant and use the function called get property or get header in order to get the data. See, additional key is printing this one, which is available in my content modifier header. Title is printing a success factor integration, which is available in my property. For every field, I can see this one. You understood this one, right? Any questions on this one? Get header or get property value mapping, fixed values, differences. There are no questions, we can drop off. Like if you have any questions, you can pick me so that we can discuss. But you please practice this topic. This is very important. And if you have if you are writing any notes and all, please write it down like what are the differences that we have discussed. Okay. Okay. So that's it for today. So tomorrow and day after tomorrow, 90% tomorrow there won't be any class. So if you are okay means like Friday, no, okay, better I should not take any class on Thursday and Friday. Okay. From Saturday to till next week, Wednesday, I will continuously take the classes. Okay. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 5 continuous classes on success factor integration. So I need to show you the success factor demo systems and all, how it will be. So that integration we will do. It is from now onwards, it is like the real-time scenarios. How we will do the real-time integration on them. So, however, Mahesh sir has given the success factors credentials to us. I will, for you people also, I will create the OAuth and I will show you how to create the OAuth steps and all, which is very important. So, for using that credentials, you can get the data from the success factors. So, what are the queries that we need to write? So, when to go for what API? What are the APIs are available? So, in which API, what kind of information it will be stored? So that and all I need to explain. So in the simple class, right? So there are some concept which I cannot cover. But if you can understand the system, right? So that I can explain the same concept in a very better way. So this Groovy script exercises also will come up once again. This is not the end of the term. Okay. That we'll see in future very clearly. So please follow very carefully and write it down some notes, like at least 5 points in a class. So whenever I'm discussing 1 hour session, right, at least you should remember 3 to 5 major points. That's it. That is enough, I would say. And you should have the practical this one. So you should practice the things which we are discussing. That's it. Okay. No questions and nothing from my end also. So we'll connect on Saturday. The timings and all I will cover. Saturday I might take more time. Okay. So will timings and all will update you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for practice this one and let me know any questions. Thanks.